When people look at you and respond with fear, it's not because of who you are now, but because of who you are destined to become. They fear what you represent. They fear the vision that is locked inside of you, the potential that you carry, the purpose that drives you. When someone fears you, it's a reflection not of your present state, but of the threat you pose to mediocrity. They are intimidated by your ability to rise beyond limitations, to defy the boundaries that keep others bound. You see, fear is not a reaction to you as a person, it is a response to the greatness within you. It is an acknowledgement, often unspoken, that there is something about you that challenges the status quo. You remind them of what they could be, of the dreams they have abandoned, of the calling they ignored. You are a walking reminder that it is possible to live beyond the ordinary, that it is possible to unlock the potential that lies dormant within every person. Understand this, they fear your courage, your resilience, your capacity to dream in the midst of adversity. They fear the fact that no matter how many times you are knocked down, you rise again. That no matter how many voices tell you to quit, you keep pressing forward. They fear your confidence, the way you walk with purpose, the way you speak with authority, because it reminds them of the power they have yet to access within themselves. What they don't understand is that your strength doesn't come from them. It doesn't come from the opinions of others, nor does it come from external validation. Your strength comes from within, from a divine source that fuels you. You have tapped into the power of purpose, and when you live a life driven by purpose, fear no longer controls you. It might surround you, but it won't stop you. People fear you because they haven't yet discovered the courage to embrace their own potential. Remember, you weren't created to blend in, you were created to stand out. When you walk in alignment with your destiny, when you step into your God-given calling, fear becomes irrelevant. They fear you because you reflect a higher standard, a divine calling that speaks to what humanity was designed for. But never let their fear become your obstacle. You were designed to soar, to rise above their limitations, to break the chains that hold others back. So don't be discouraged when people fear you. Don't shrink back to make them comfortable. Instead, recognize it as a sign that you are on the right path. Keep walking in your purpose. Keep striving toward your destiny. Let their fear remind you of the greatness within you, and let it fuel your journey toward fulfilling your divine assignment. For you are not just an ordinary person, you are a carrier of destiny, a vessel of purpose, and a beacon of hope to those who are yet to awaken to their own potential. And that, my friend, is why they fear you. When people fear you, it's rarely because of who you are today. The fear they feel isn't about your current state or the person standing before them. It's rooted in something much deeper, something more profound. They fear who you are destined to become. You see, fear is often the byproduct of uncertainty. They may not fully understand the magnitude of what's inside of you, but they sense it. There's something about your presence that speaks to a future they cannot control or predict. It's not about your present abilities, your current achievements, or even your outward appearance. No, it's about the potential you carry, the greatness that is yet to be revealed. Every person has a sense of destiny, but not everyone embraces it. When they see you, they see someone who has tapped into that potential. They see someone walking in the awareness that life is not random, that you are on a path, a journey designed by something greater than yourself. And that scares them. It shakes them to their core, because it's a reminder that they too have potential, that they too have a destiny, but perhaps they've ignored it, run from it, or failed to recognize it. What people fear is your future. They fear the greatness that's about to emerge from you. It's not visible yet, but they can sense it. Your presence becomes a mirror reflecting back to them their own neglected purpose, their own abandoned dreams. They fear the you that is yet to come, the version of you that will defy the limitations they have placed on themselves. They fear the person who will rise to levels they never thought possible, because that reminds them that they too could have risen. Understand, this greatness is often perceived before it is revealed. People can sense when someone carries the weight of destiny. They may not have the words to articulate it, but they feel it. And what they fear is the unknown, the you that they cannot yet predict, the you that will break barriers, the you that will rise above limitations, the you that will walk in the fullness of your purpose. They see you today, but they fear who you will be tomorrow. They fear the impact you will have, the influence you will command, and the purpose you will fulfill. But do not let their fear cause you to shrink back. Do not allow their insecurities to define your journey. You are not just living for today, you are living for your future, for the destiny that awaits you. Their fear is confirmation that something great is on the inside of you waiting to be unlocked. The world may not see it yet, but the fear in their eyes tells you that they sense it. They know that you are on the verge of becoming everything you were created to be. And that's why they fear you. Let this be your reminder you are destined for greatness. You carry within you a vision, a purpose, a future that is too big for today's eyes to fully comprehend. And that's why they fear you, not for who you are right now, but for who you are becoming. Embrace that truth. Walk in that understanding. Their fear is not a reflection of your limitations, but a testament to the limitless potential that lies within you. You are becoming something far greater than what the world can see today. And that, my friend, is why they fear you. When people fear you, it's not because of something you've done to them, it's because of what you represent. You stand as a living challenge to mediocrity. You are a reminder that it is possible to break free from the status quo, and that terrifies those who are content with settling for less. People often fear what they don't understand, and even more so, they fear what forces them to confront their own limitations. When you walk with purpose, when you stand for something bigger than yourself, your very existence becomes a statement that mediocrity is no longer acceptable. And that's why they fear you. You see, most people live their lives trapped by the expectations of others, chained to a version of themselves that fits into society's narrow box of what is normal. But when you break out of that mold, when you refuse to live by those standards, you become a threat. Your life begins to expose the possibility of a different kind of existence, a life that is driven by vision and purpose, not by the need to conform. People fear the discomfort of change, and when they see you walking boldly in your purpose, it disrupts the comfort of their complacency. It's not that you're doing anything to harm them. It's that your life becomes a reflection of what they could be, if only they were willing to embrace their own potential. Mediocrity thrives in environments where no one is pushing boundaries, where no one is daring to dream beyond the ordinary. But the moment you step into a room with the courage to defy limitations, the atmosphere changes. The very fact that you exist as someone who refuses to settle calls them to account for the life they've chosen to live. When people fear you, it's because your presence forces them to confront the uncomfortable truth that there is more to life than just surviving. You represent the possibility of thriving, of living fully in the potential that God has placed inside each of us. They fear you because you make them question why they've chosen to stay in a place of comfort rather than pursue the greatness that is available to them. Understand this: mediocrity is the enemy of purpose. The moment you decide that your life will not be defined by mediocrity, you declare war on everything that keeps people stuck. And it's not easy for others to accept. Your life becomes a living example of what it looks like to reject the limitations that society imposes. You represent the freedom that comes from living with purpose. And freedom is often frightening to those who have lived their entire lives in chains of fear, chains of doubt, chains of insecurity. So yes, they fear you because you remind them that mediocrity is a choice. You remind them that they have the power to break free from the constraints of their past, their failures, and their fears. You make them uncomfortable because you show them that it's possible to live a life that is bigger than the one they've settled for. And that discomfort can often manifest as fear. But their fear is not your problem, it's their opportunity. Their fear is an invitation for them to rise to the level of their potential. Your challenge is to keep walking in your purpose, to keep standing as a beacon of what is possible when someone refuses to be defined by the ordinary. They fear you because you carry a vision that is too big for small minds, a purpose that cannot be contained by the limitations others have accepted. But do not let their fear hold you back. You were not created to make others comfortable. You were created to fulfill your destiny. And as you continue to pursue that destiny, know that the fear they feel is simply a reflection of the greatness you carry. When people fear you, it's often because you carry something they don't yet understand: potential. You embody the vision and potential they've either neglected or never fully embraced. Your life serves as a mirror, reflecting what they could be if they dared to pursue their own dreams and unlock their own purpose. You see, the potential inside of you is not just about what you're capable of doing today. It's about the future that lies ahead of you. It's about the vision that is unfolding in your life, the divine assignment you carry, the unique calling that has been placed upon you, and that makes others uncomfortable because it forces them to confront the gap between where they are and where they could be. Many people are content living in the comfort zone of mediocrity, where there's no need to stretch, no need to grow, no need to pursue something greater. But when they encounter someone like you, someone who is walking in alignment with a vision, someone who is tapping into the limitless potential within, it stirs something inside them. They begin to see the dreams they abandoned, the goals they never chased, the purpose they allowed to remain dormant. And that reminder is unsettling. It creates fear because it highlights the life they could have lived if only they had the courage to pursue their own destiny. You remind them of what they've chosen not to do. You remind them of the purpose they've neglected. You represent the person they could have become if they had not allowed fear, doubt, and insecurity to hold them back. That's why they fear you. It's not personal. It's not about you as an individual. It's about the potential that's on the inside of you. It's about the vision you're carrying. Your life challenges them to confront their own potential. And many people are not ready for that kind of confrontation. It's easier to stay in the comfort of the familiar than to step into the unknown where potential becomes reality. You see, potential is powerful. It's not static, it's dynamic. It's always moving toward its fulfillment, always pushing toward its full expression. And when people see you living in alignment with your potential, it shakes them because they see a reflection of what's possible for themselves. They fear the effort it would take to realize their own dreams. They fear the risk they would have to take to embrace their purpose. And so rather than rising to the challenge, they choose to fear you because you remind them that they too are capable of greatness but have yet to embrace it. But here's what you must understand: your potential is not for you alone. It's a divine gift that, when unlocked, has the power to influence and inspire others. The vision inside of you is meant to create change, not just in your life, but in the lives of those around you. So when people fear you, it's because they sense the magnitude of what's coming. They may not be able to articulate it, but they can feel it. They sense that you are on the verge of something great, something beyond the ordinary. And that fear is simply a reflection of the fact that they have yet to unlock their own potential. Your responsibility is not to shrink back because of their fear. Your responsibility is to continue moving forward, knowing that the vision inside of you must come to pass. The potential you carry is too important to be hindered by the fear of others. You must walk boldly in your purpose, understanding that your life is a message to the world about what is possible when someone chooses to embrace their divine potential. You are living proof that mediocrity is not the end, that greatness is available to all who will dare to pursue it. And for those who are willing to embrace their own potential, your life will serve as an inspiration. But for those who choose to stay in mediocrity, your potential will continue to be a source of fear. But do not let their fear stop you. Let it remind you of the greatness you carry. Let it push you to go even further, to stretch even higher. You are not just walking in your own potential, you are blazing a trail for others to follow. And as you do, their fear will turn into respect. They will come to see that what you carry is not something to fear, but something to aspire to. Because in the end, it's not about you. They fear the vision and potential that's inside of you, the greatness you are becoming. And that's why they fear you. When people fear you, it's not just because of what you represent, it's because of how you respond to adversity. They fear your resilience, your ability to rise after every setback, and your refusal to be defeated by circumstances. You see, most people are conditioned to give up when things get hard. They are used to being knocked down and staying down. But when they see you rise time and time again, it challenges their understanding of what's possible. They fear the strength you demonstrate in the face of trials because it reminds them that they too could have chosen to rise but didn't. Your resilience speaks volumes. It says, I will not be defined by my failures. I will not be limited by my past. When people see that kind of determination, it creates discomfort because they realize that excuses no longer hold power. Your life becomes a testimony that adversity is not the end, that challenges are not final, and that setbacks are only setups for a greater comeback. They fear you because you refuse to give up, even when others would have thrown in the towel. Your resilience threatens their comfort because it shows them that giving up is a choice, not a necessity. What they don't realize is that your strength doesn't come from your own power. It comes from a source much greater than you. Your resilience is fueled by purpose, by a divine calling that will not let you quit. You are not just fighting for yourself, you are fighting for the destiny that has been placed within you, and that purpose is what gives you the power to keep moving forward, no matter what comes your way. When people fear you, they are really fearing the purpose that drives you, the unshakable belief that your life has meaning, that your journey has a destination. They fear the fact that no obstacle can deter you from reaching the place you are destined to go. When people fear you, it's often because of the confidence you carry. It's the way you walk with purpose, the way you move through life with a sense of clarity and direction. They fear the authority with which you speak, the unwavering belief you have in your calling, and the certainty that you are headed somewhere significant. This kind of confidence unsettles people because it highlights something they are missing in their own lives. Your confidence is rooted in knowing who you are, and more importantly, whose you are. And that intimidates those who are still searching for their identity, still unsure of their own path. But your confidence doesn't come from arrogance or pride. It comes from a deep understanding of your purpose. You're not just confident in yourself, you're confident in the one who created you. You know that your steps are ordered, that your life has a divine blueprint, and that nothing can stop you from reaching the place you're destined to go. That kind of confidence is unshakable. It's not dependent on circumstances, opinions, or the approval of others. You don't need external validation because you have an internal conviction about your purpose. This kind of confidence is intimidating because it makes others question why they lack it. They see the way you move through life without hesitation, the way you make decisions without second guessing yourself, and it highlights the areas where they have allowed fear to hold them back. Your confidence makes them uncomfortable because it exposes the places where they've settled for less, where they've let doubt govern their actions. They fear you because you remind them that they could be living a life of boldness and certainty, but instead they've chosen to live in hesitation. Your confidence is not just about believing in your abilities, it's about believing in the purpose you were created for. It's about knowing that you are part of something bigger than yourself, that your life is connected to a divine plan. When you understand this, you no longer walk in fear, you walk in faith. And faith produces confidence. You don't question whether or not you'll succeed because you know that success is inevitable when you are walking in alignment with your purpose. This kind of faith-based confidence is what makes others fear you because they cannot comprehend how you can move forward with such certainty, even when the path isn't always clear. What they don't realize is that your confidence is not based on what you can see. It's based on what you believe. You have a vision that goes beyond the present moment. You have tapped into a source of strength and guidance that is not limited by what's visible. And that's what people fear. They fear the fact that you are moving with confidence, not because everything around you is perfect, but because you trust in the purpose that is unfolding in your life. They fear the way you walk through storms without wavering, the way you face challenges without shrinking back. But you must continue to walk in that confidence. Don't allow their fear to make you second guess yourself. You are not walking in arrogance, you are walking in purpose. And when you walk in purpose, confidence is a byproduct. You know who you are. You know where you're going. And you know that nothing can stop you from fulfilling your destiny. Their fear is simply a reflection of the doubts they have not yet overcome within themselves. Your confidence is not just for you, it is meant to inspire others. It is meant to show them what is possible when someone fully embraces their identity and walks in alignment with their purpose. But until they are ready to embrace their own confidence, they may continue to fear yours. And that's okay. Let their fear be a reminder that you are on the right path, that you are walking in the authority that has been given to you. You are not just walking in self-assurance, you are walking in divine assurance. And that, my friend, is why they fear you. When people fear you, it's often because of vision you carry. Vision is powerful. It gives you direction, purpose, and a reason to wake up every morning. And when people see that you have a clear vision for your life, they begin to feel uneasy. Why? Because vision disrupts the ordinary. Vision has the power to shift atmospheres and change circumstances, and it makes those around you uncomfortable because it reminds them that they might be living without one. They fear the clarity and focus that vision brings because it confronts their own lack of direction. You see, vision is a divine gift. It's not just a dream or a hope, it's a blueprint for the future that God has placed inside of you. When you have vision, you are no longer wandering aimlessly through life. You are no longer just going with the flow or following the crowd. You have a destination in mind, a purpose you are pursuing, and that kind of clarity unsettles those who have never truly discovered why they are here. Your vision shines a light on their lack of purpose, and instead of being inspired to find their own, they often choose to fear yours. People fear what they cannot understand, and vision can be hard to comprehend for those who are not walking in their own. Your vision is bigger than your present circumstances. It reaches beyond the limitations of today and stretches into the possibilities of tomorrow. And that's what makes people uncomfortable. They see you talking about things that haven't yet happened, moving toward goals that seem impossible, and believing in a future they can't yet see. But what they don't realize is that vision is not dependent on what is seen, it's driven by what is believed. Your vision allows you to operate in a realm of faith. You are not waiting for everything to line up perfectly before you take action. You move forward because you know where you are going, even if the path isn't always clear. This level of faith-based vision is intimidating because it makes others question why they've allowed themselves to be limited by what they can see. They fear your ability to step out on faith, to pursue something that seems impossible, because it highlights their own hesitations and doubts. People are often comfortable living in the realm of the predictable, where everything makes sense and there are no surprises. But vision calls you out of the predictable and into the extraordinary. It calls you to pursue things that others think are too big, too ambitious, or too risky. And when you operate in that kind of vision, it creates fear in those who have never dared to step outside of their comfort zone. They fear the boldness of your dreams because it reminds them of the dreams they've let die. They fear the fact that you are not content with just existing. You are striving to make an impact, to leave a legacy, to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. But understand this, your vision is not just for you. It is meant to inspire, to lead, and to create change in the world around you. That's why it's so powerful. And that's why it's feared. People see the potential in your vision, the potential to shift things, to challenge the status quo, to disrupt the ordinary. Your vision is not just about personal success, it's about transformation. It's about bringing something into existence that didn't exist before. Something that will have an impact far beyond your own life. And that's why people fear it. They fear the change it will bring, the way it will challenge them to think differently, to dream bigger, and to step into a new reality. But here's the truth: you cannot afford to let their fear stop you. Vision is a precious gift, and it's your responsibility to protect it, nurture it, and pursue it with everything you have. Others may not understand it. They may mock it, doubt it, or even try to oppose it. But that's only because they don't have the same clarity of purpose that you do. They haven't seen what you've seen. They haven't caught the glimpse of the future that God has placed inside of you. And that's okay. Your vision wasn't meant for everyone to understand. It was meant for you to pursue. Let their fear be a sign that you are on the right track. When people fear your vision, it's because they see its power, even if they don't fully understand it. They see that you are moving towards something greater, something that has the potential to shake up the world around you. And that kind of forward momentum can be intimidating. But don't let it stop you. Keep pressing forward, keep believing, and keep pursuing the vision that has been placed in your heart. Your vision is a reflection of the purpose you were created for, and that is why they fear it. They fear the change it represents, the growth it demands, and the greatness it will bring. But you must hold on to it with everything you have, because your vision is your future. It is the key to unlocking the impact you were meant to make. And that is why they fear you, because they see in you the power of vision, the potential to change the world, and the unwavering determination to see it through. When people fear you, it's because they sense the divine purpose that drives you. Purpose is not something you can manufacture or create on your own. It's something that is placed within you by the Creator. When you walk in purpose, you are no longer just living for yourself. You are living to fulfill a higher calling, a destiny that has been divinely orchestrated. And that's what makes people fear you. They can feel that there's something different about you, something powerful, something unstoppable. They fear the weight of your purpose because it reminds them that they have not yet discovered or embraced their own. Purpose gives you clarity. It brings focus to your life, and it creates a sense of urgency. You are not wasting time on things that don't align with your calling. You are not distracted by the trivial or sidetracked by the opinions of others. People fear this kind of focus because it challenges their complacency. While they are still trying to figure out what they want out of life, you are already moving towards your destiny with precision and intention. Your purpose shines a light on their lack of direction, and that can be uncomfortable for those who have not yet tapped into the reason they were created. But understand, this purpose is what makes you powerful. It's what gives you the strength to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. When you know why you're here, when you know the assignment that has been placed on your life, it changes everything. You no longer need external validation because you are driven by an internal mission. You don't need the approval of others because you are already approved by the one who created you. And that kind of confidence, that kind of purpose-driven living makes people uneasy. They fear you because they see in you someone who is not swayed by the crowd, someone who is not influenced by trends, but someone who is led by a divine mandate. People fear purpose because it comes with responsibility. When you discover your purpose, you realize that your life is not just about you. It's about the impact you're meant to make, the lives you're meant to touch, the legacy you're meant to leave. Purpose requires sacrifice. It requires commitment. And many people fear that level of responsibility. They fear the fact that living with purpose means giving up certain comforts, stepping out of the familiar and pursuing something greater. When they see you doing that, it confronts their own reluctance to do the same. Purpose also sets you apart. When you are walking in your purpose, you are no longer trying to fit in or please everyone. You are focused on fulfilling the assignment that has been given to you. And that makes people fear you because they can't control you. They can't influence your decisions or sway your direction because you are not living for the approval of man. You are living for the fulfillment of a divine calling. That level of independence and clarity makes others uncomfortable because it highlights the areas in their own lives where they are still seeking approval, still trying to fit in, still searching for meaning. People fear what they can't control, and purpose-driven people are not easily controlled. You are not afraid to say no to things that don't align with your mission. You are not afraid to walk away from situations or relationships that distract you from your calling. That kind of boldness, that kind of unwavering commitment to your purpose is intimidating to those who are still living in confusion and uncertainty. They fear the power that comes with purpose because it's a power that cannot be manipulated or directed by outside forces. But here's what you need to understand. Your purpose is not for you alone. It is meant to serve others, to bring light to the world and to make a difference. And while some may fear you because of the purpose you carry, others will be drawn to you because of it. They will see in you the example of what it looks like to live with intention, to live with meaning, to live with a sense of destiny. Your purpose has the power to inspire others to discover their own, to awaken something within them they didn't even know was there. So when people fear you, don't be discouraged. Their fear is not about you. It's about the purpose that's inside of you. It's about the divine mandate that you are walking in. They fear the fact that you are not wasting your life, that you are not living aimlessly, but that you are on a mission to fulfill something greater than yourself. And that's exactly what purpose does. It gives you a sense of direction. It gives you power, and it gives you peace, knowing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you were created to do. Your purpose is not meant to be hidden. It's meant to shine. It's meant to influence. And yes, it may cause some to fear you, but that's only because they have not yet discovered their own. Let their fear be a confirmation that you are walking in alignment with your destiny. Let it remind you that you are carrying something valuable, something powerful, something eternal. You are not just living for the moment, you are living for eternity. And that is why they fear you. Because they see in you the unstoppable force of a person living on purpose, a person driven by destiny, a person who knows who they are and why they are here. When people fear you, it often stems from the strength of your authenticity. Authenticity is the foundation upon which a life of purpose is built. When you are authentic, you are unapologetically yourself. You don't conform to the expectations of others or wear a mask to fit in. You embrace your true identity, your unique gifts, and your individual calling, and that terrifies those who are still struggling to find their own. Your authenticity serves as a mirror, reflecting the areas in their lives where they have chosen to wear a facade instead of embracing who they truly are. Authenticity is powerful because it is rooted in truth. You stand firm in your beliefs, values, and principles, regardless of the pressure to conform. When people see someone living so truthfully, it challenges their own insecurities and fears. They may be living a lie, trying to impress others or gain acceptance, but you show them that real acceptance comes from being true to oneself. Your authenticity reminds them that it's okay to be different, to stand out, and to live a life that reflects who they truly are. That kind of courage can be unsettling for those who have never dared to break free from societal norms. When you live authentically, you become a beacon of hope for others. You show them what it looks like to pursue your dreams, to embrace your uniqueness, and to celebrate your individuality. But while this can inspire many, it can also provoke fear in those who have not yet found the courage to do the same. They fear your authenticity because it exposes their own inauthenticity. Your life challenges them to examine the mask they wear and the roles they play. It makes them question whether they are truly living or merely existing. And that kind of introspection can be uncomfortable. Authenticity also creates an unshakable confidence. When you know who you are, you become less concerned with the opinions of others. You no longer seek validation from outside sources. Your validation comes from within. This confidence is contagious and intimidating. People fear your ability to remain unfazed by criticism or doubt because it forces them to confront their own dependence on external approval. They may wonder why they seek validation from others when you seem so secure in your own skin. Your authenticity becomes a challenge to their way of thinking and living, and that is a threat to their comfort zone. Furthermore, authenticity attracts genuine connections. When you are true to yourself, you naturally draw people who resonate with your energy, your values, and your purpose. You create a community of like-minded individuals who encourage and uplift one another. This kind of authentic relationship can provoke fear in those who are used to superficial connections. They may fear that your genuine relationships expose the emptiness of their own interactions where love and acceptance are conditional. Your ability to foster meaningful connections demonstrates the power of living authentically, and that is something many aspire to but struggle to achieve. People also fear your authenticity because it brings accountability. When you live in truth, you hold others to a higher standard. You challenge them to step out of their comfort zones and be real with themselves and with others. This accountability can feel threatening to those who are still holding on to their facades. They may resist your authenticity because it forces them to acknowledge the areas in their lives where they have chosen to settle for mediocrity or conformity. Your commitment to authenticity serves as a call to action, urging them to rise to their own potential. And that challenge can create fear as they are confronted with the possibility of change and the effort it requires. But you must continue to embrace your authenticity. Your journey is not just for you, it is a gift to the world. Every time you stand in your truth, you inspire others to do the same. Your authenticity is a testament to the power of being real in a world that often encourages deception and pretense. It opens the door for others to explore their own identity, to break free from the limitations they've imposed on themselves, and to step into a life that reflects their true essence. When you live authentically, you become a force for good. You become a catalyst for transformation, showing others that it is possible to live boldly without fear of judgment or rejection. And yes, some may fear you because your authenticity challenges their own inauthenticity. They may resist the truth you represent, but do not let that discourage you. Let their fear be a reminder that you are on the right path, that you are living in alignment with your purpose, and that you are fulfilling your divine calling. Your authenticity is not just a personal journey, it's a collective movement toward a world where truth reigns and where individuals are celebrated for who they truly are. So when people fear you, remember that they are not fearing you, they are fearing the authenticity that you embody. They are fearing the courage that it takes to be real in a world that often values the artificial. And that is why they fear you, because you remind them that true power lies in being yourself. When people fear you, it often arises from the passion that fuels your pursuits. Passion is the driving force behind everything you do. It ignites your soul, propels you forward, and fills your life with meaning. When you walk in passion, you become a force of nature, unstoppable in your quest to fulfill your purpose. And that kind of fervor can be intimidating. People fear your passion because it shines a light on their own lack of enthusiasm and commitment. They see you pursuing your dreams with unwavering determination, and it forces them to confront the areas in their lives where they have settled for mediocrity. Passion is contagious. When you are passionate about something, it inspires those around you. You can spark a fire in others, igniting their own dreams and aspirations. But this can also provoke fear in those who are comfortable in their complacency. They fear your passion because it challenges the status quo. Your energy, your enthusiasm, and your relentless pursuit of what you love make them question why they haven't yet pursued their own dreams with the same vigor. It forces them to look inward and consider the reasons they've held back, and that kind of self-reflection can be uncomfortable. Your passion gives you a sense of purpose that transcends the ordinary. You are not just living for the moment, you are living for a mission. Your passion allows you to overcome obstacles, face challenges, and endure hardships with a smile on your face. When people see someone who is driven by passion, it highlights their own fears and insecurities. They fear your ability to rise above adversity because it reminds them of their own struggles with doubt and discouragement. Your tenacity in the face of challenges challenges their perception of what is possible, and that can be threatening. Moreover, passion demands sacrifice. When you are passionate about something, you are willing to invest your time, energy, and resources to make it happen. You understand that nothing worthwhile comes without effort, and you are ready to put in the work. This dedication can intimidate those who have chosen the path of least resistance. They fear your willingness to make sacrifices for your dreams because it exposes their own unwillingness to step outside of their comfort zones. Your passion reveals the truth that greatness requires commitment, and that truth can be daunting. People also fear your passion because it creates a sense of urgency. When you are driven by purpose, you understand that time is precious. You don't take moments for granted. You seize opportunities and make the most of every day. This urgency can be uncomfortable for those who are still living in a state of inertia, waiting for the right time to pursue their dreams. They see you moving forward with purpose, and it makes them question why they haven't done the same. Your passion serves as a reminder that life is short, that we are called to make an impact, and that we cannot afford to waste time. This realization can create fear as they grapple with the reality that they may be running out of time to fulfill their own dreams. But here's the truth: your passion is a gift, and it is meant to be shared. It's not just for you, it's meant to inspire others. Your passion has the potential to uplift, to motivate, and to empower those around you. It encourages them to pursue their own dreams, to discover their own purpose, and to live boldly. While some may fear your passion, others will be drawn to it. They will see in you the spark that ignites their own desires and aspirations. Your passion can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to break free from their limitations and pursue their own destinies. So when people fear your passion, don't be discouraged. Their fear is a reflection of their own hesitations, insecurities, and unfulfilled potential. Let their fear fuel your determination to keep pursuing your dreams with even greater fervor. Understand that your passion is not meant to intimidate, but to inspire. It is a reminder that life is meant to be lived fully, passionately, and purposefully. Your passion is a light that shines brightly in a world that often tries to dim it. It is a testament to the power of living authentically, wholeheartedly, and without reservation. You are not just chasing after dreams, you are living out your calling, and that is something to be celebrated. Your passion is a testament to the divine purpose that has been placed within you, and it is meant to shine brightly for all to see. So embrace your passion and let it guide you forward. Let it remind you that you are capable of achieving greatness. And when others fear you because of the intensity of your passion, know that you are fulfilling your destiny. You are breaking barriers, shattering limitations, and showing others what is possible when one walks in the fire of their purpose. Your passion is your power, and it is why they fear you. Because in you, they see the embodiment of what it means to live a life that is fully alive, fully engaged, and fully committed to making a difference in this world. When people fear you, it often stems from the influence you wield. Influence is a powerful force that shapes thoughts, drives actions, and inspires change. When you carry influence, you have the ability to impact those around you profoundly, and that can evoke fear in those who are not yet comfortable with their own power. Your influence can disrupt the status quo, challenge established norms, and inspire others to rise to their potential. Those who fear you recognize that you have the capacity to effect change, and that realization can be intimidating. Influence is born out of authenticity, passion, and purpose. When you live authentically, passionately pursue your dreams, and align your life with your purpose, you naturally attract others. People are drawn to those who are genuine, driven, and purposeful. They want to follow, support, and be inspired by someone who is living life fully. But this attraction can also create fear in those who have not yet found their own voice. They may worry that your influence will overshadow theirs, making them feel small or insignificant. Your ability to inspire and uplift can serve as a mirror, reflecting their own unfulfilled potential and the dreams they have yet to pursue. Furthermore, influence comes with responsibility. When you have the power to impact others, you also bear the weight of that responsibility. You must navigate the fine line between leading and manipulating, inspiring and overwhelming. This responsibility can create fear in those who are not ready to embrace the consequences of their actions. They may fear the accountability that comes with influence, as it requires integrity, commitment, and a willingness to make tough choices. Your willingness to take on that responsibility can be intimidating, as it highlights their own reluctance to step up and embrace their potential. People fear your influence because it disrupts the comfort of the familiar. When you challenge the status quo, you force others to confront their complacency. You ask the difficult questions that others are unwilling to address. Your influence compels them to examine their beliefs, their choices, and their paths. This kind of introspection can create discomfort, and in response, some may lash out or attempt to diminish your impact. They fear the change you represent because it requires them to confront their own fears, insecurities, and limitations. Moreover, your influence can create a ripple effect. When you inspire others to act, to dream, and to pursue their passions, you create a wave of change that can transform entire communities. This kind of collective movement can provoke fear in those who prefer the status quo. They may worry that your influence will lead to shifts in power dynamics, challenge established systems, or even create a new narrative that they are not prepared for. Your ability to mobilize others can be seen as a threat to those who have grown comfortable in their positions and who fear the unknown. However, it is crucial to understand that your influence is a gift meant to be used for good. It is not just about personal success or recognition. It is about serving others, lifting them up, and empowering them to find their own voices. While some may fear your influence, others will be inspired by it. They will see in you a leader who embodies the values of integrity, compassion, and purpose. Your influence can create a movement of like-minded individuals who come together to effect change, uplift one another, and make a difference in the world. So when people fear your influence, don't be discouraged. Their fear is not a reflection of your inadequacies. It is a reflection of their own insecurities and reluctance to embrace their own power. Let their fear fuel your determination to continue to lead with authenticity, passion, and purpose. Your influence is meant to inspire others to discover their own potential and to encourage them to step into their greatness. Remember, influence is about more than just words or actions. It's about the impact you have on those around you. Your influence can change lives, transform communities, and create a legacy that lasts beyond your time. Embrace the responsibility that comes with it and use it wisely. Lead with love, empathy, and integrity, and understand that your influence is a testament to the divine purpose that has been placed within you. In a world that often seeks to diminish the power of the individual, your influence shines as a beacon of hope. It reminds others that they too have the capacity to effect change, to make a difference, and to live a life of purpose. So when they fear you, let it serve as a reminder of the power you possess. You are a catalyst for change, a force for good, and a living testament to what it means to walk in your truth. Your influence is a gift, and it is why they fear you. Because in you, They see the potential for greatness not only in yourself but also in themselves. As we conclude our exploration of why they fear you, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound truth that lies within this fear. It is not a fear of who you are, but rather a fear of what you represent. You embody authenticity, passion, purpose, and influence qualities that challenge the complacency of the world around you. Your very existence serves as a reminder that there is a higher calling, a divine destiny waiting to be fulfilled. When others fear you, understand that it is a reflection of their struggles, their insecurities, and their own unfulfilled potential. Your journey encourages them to confront their own fears, to rise above mediocrity, and to step into their greatness. You have the power to ignite a spark within them, to inspire them to break free from the chains of doubt, and to pursue their dreams with unyielding courage. Embrace the fact that your authenticity can make others uncomfortable, for it is in that discomfort that transformation begins. Your passion can disrupt their routine, and your purpose can illuminate their path. The influence you wield is not merely for your own success. It is a divine mandate to uplift others, to serve, and to make a difference. So let your light shine brightly. Stand firm in your purpose, knowing that every challenge you face is a testament to your strength. Remember that your journey is not just about you, it's about the lives you will touch, the hearts you will inspire, and the legacy you will leave behind. Let your presence be a call to action for those around you. When they see you living boldly and fearlessly, they will be compelled to examine their own lives and ask, what is holding me back? Your very existence has the potential to awaken dreams in the hearts of others, to challenge them to embrace their truth, and to remind them that they too are capable of greatness. So when they fear you, let that fear motivate you. Let it drive you to continue walking in your purpose with unwavering resolve. Understand that you are not just here to exist, you are here to impact, to inspire, and to transform. Your life is a canvas of possibilities, and as you paint it with bold strokes of authenticity, passion, and purpose, you create a masterpiece that reflects the greatness of your divine design. Go forth then, knowing that your purpose is a gift to the world. Let them fear you, for in that fear lies the recognition of your power. Embrace it, celebrate it, and continue to live out the destiny that has been uniquely crafted for you. For in doing so, you will not only change your life, but you will also change the lives of countless others along the way. Remember, you are not just a beacon of hope, you are a living testament to the extraordinary possibilities that await when one chooses to walk in their truth.